He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, running back on the move. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Rush. Running with power. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Let's go. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bailey. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Got a man. It's Rush. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Humphrey. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Still looking, on the move. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
It's looking looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
NC State 3, Iowa State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go right back to the run. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got enough for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Second down.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. They go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
All right, defense, it ain't working. right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Let's go. Break. Double, double. Get ready.
On the move, it's Rush. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Finds his tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Keeps the legs moving. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
NC State 17, Iowa State 7.
The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll... NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 45. Racing down the left side. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's...